Hi, I'm Wongster1970, and today I'm going to be replacing the power plug on my 30-liter ultrasonic cleaner with this one. This is a heavy-duty switch. The one that's in here has been overheating and melting, and I'm hoping that this is going to fix the problem. So let's get started. The thing I'm going to be doing is removing the lid and the basket. And you can see I've already gotten everything, all the fluid drained out of here and got it cleaned up. So now I'm going to flip it over and bring the power plug over to this side so we can take it apart. This is the plug that I'm going to be, the assembly that I'm going to be removing. This one doesn't fit quite right. The original one screwed down, that's why there's two screws here, but I'm going to be putting a replacement one in that also screws in, so we'll be good with that. Anyways, I have to take the screws out around this perimeter, and then I'm going to lift the top off to get into the wiring. So let's do that. Now I've got all these out. This should just come off. I thought it did. I think they're all glued in, so it won't let me remove it the whole way. Let me take a look at the switch. Hot. Let me get my replacement switch, take a look at that. Okay, here's our replacement switch. It's part number X0037QXKK7. Socket with 14 gauge wires. Quite a bit beefier than what that one is. Hopefully it fits. Should. But I want to go and they have the ground going right to the case. It's pretty tight. Let me go and get something and see if I can get that connector off. I'm going to try to break this hot glue on here. Oops, maybe not. There we go. I might have to cut this cable tie, wire tie. Try not to lose it. Now I think this should come out. Oh, let me sit that on there. sit it up on the fan. There. We've got these two screws here. One of them is holding the ground wire on. And it doesn't want to come loose. It should just come out through. Come on. Let's push on the inside. There we go. Just had to push on these clips. There's our nut and washer, or nut and screw. Move that out of the way. This other one is being contemptible. Let's get a pair of needle nose pliers. Hold down on the inside. There's that one. Put this over here. Now this whole thing should come out. Okay, I'm going to test this in here. Switch it at the bottom. It fits right in there. I got her upside down. It was definitely this way. Go like that. Going to be installing some flux on here. Make it a little easier to solder these two together. Got some heat shrink up here. I'm hoping that it is going to be adequate. I'll try to heat this up. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's try it like that. Slide the heat shrink back a little bit so it doesn't accidentally get melted. Let's get her hot enough. There we go. Go. That seems pretty good. I'm gonna try to slide that up over there. If any luck, it'll work. There we go. Same thing with the other one. I did say that black was going to go to red, correct? Twist these two together. Get her heated up. Slide this back a little bit so I don't get her too hot. End up messing up my heat shrink. Go. Heat shrinks on there good. Looks like it is. I'm gonna get my heat gun. I'm gonna be heating up the heat shrink here. And just gotta put a connector on the ground. Okay, I've got this. I shortened up this cable because there's no reason to have it so long inside the case. So I just shortened it up to the length the other one was. Spliced it back. I'm going to be using this connector, this crimp connector, to crimp it down. Put the ground wire in there. I'm going to crimp it, I'm going to cut this end off, and then I'm going to try to solder it back in there. So let's crimp it. Should be using this one. going to try to put some solder back in there. Let's see how good it goes. I'm going to put some flux in it. And see if I can get it to stick in there. Guess I have to apply power first. There we go. Come on. There we go. It's not beautiful, but it'll work. You can see that I've got this soldered in now. I'm going to put the connector back in the box and plug everything back together. Okay, I'm going to run the wires and the switch back through there. So up out of my way. Should go just like that. Ground wire. Get in a little bit closer, I'll show you where the ground wire is going to go. Ground wire is going to go back in around here. So I'm going to start the other side first. The one wire started, or the one bolt started. The other one started. I'm gonna screw that back on. Nose. That's good. Plug this back in up underneath here. Should be good. I don't think it's gonna move anywhere. I have a cable tie to put all these wires back together. As soon as I find out where I put that. Okay, everything's connected down here. Just gotta lift this up. Trying to get all these wires back together. Put a cable tie around them. excess off. Double check everything. Everything looks good. Make sure the connectors are all good. Set that back on there. And I'm going to start putting all these screws back in. Okay, got that all back together. I'm going to flip it over and put the basket back in. Get the lid on it, then I'm going to move it over and fill it back up. I'm going to flip her over. There we go. Put her basket back in. Lid. I gotta get a power cord to connect to it. Got a pretty heavy duty one right here. And I'm gonna make sure that it turns on. Well, with any luck, I turn the switch and it'll turn on. It looks like we're good then. I'm gonna go and clean her off with a little bit of Super Clean and then fill her back up. I'm gonna be cleaning this off with some of the Super Clean. Clean it off with this. Clean off the top. Go. Cleaned her up pretty good. I gotta go fill her up. Okay, I'm gonna let this run for 5 minutes. It's up to whatever that is, degrees Celsius, 1 degree Celsius, is that what it is? Set to 50. So this is on. The heater is supposed to be on. This ultrasonic cleaner holds 5 gallons of liquid, so it takes quite a while for it to heat up. But I'm going to run it for 5 minutes like I said, and let's see if it comes up any higher. Well, you can see it did warm up some. Check the temperature. Yeah, it's lukewarm now. But anyways, seems to be working. I think that'll do it. Shut her off. Make sure it turns back on. Yep. That'll do it for installing the replacement power socket on the 30-liter ultrasonic cleaner. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay safe. Thanks for watching.